From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Broken tackle. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
The 2nd down and 10 knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Motion man left is Lazard. On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A lot of talk this week about, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Ball again. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hines now on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. That he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Bills at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. This is 2nd and 8. That's quickly out wide to Davis. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
I love watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Able to get away. Allen hit. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Goes for the right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive,
as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
To the air, Allen finds Hines again for the completion.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
Half 85, half 85. What is that?
Here's Allen. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
In motion left is Davis.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 1. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
In motion right is the running back. Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the counter, it's Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball again on second down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They need 2. Here's third down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
This is down the field for Bellinger. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Now Allen going to change it up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Pass the 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 11. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they had just picked it off to get the football and fumble it right back. I looked over at both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
111 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now Allen going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to swell the lead to 6.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wilson wants a different look.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now, you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Motion man left is Lazard.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Hines. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
R52. Alert. Out.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Jets 28, Jets 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Alert, alert, alert! Half 85, half 85. We go.
To the air, Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Gets this to Bellinger.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So Allen's going to look to throw. Shakes off the sag. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, hold.
Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little
happy faces heading into the tunnel.